Go ahead and make some resume. So here's the ordinary. Nixon, the library.
In terms of its natural resources could be in the future, and how important the whole area of China could be in the future of this country. And then you turn the global burden. So, you know,
What are they on it?
Little oranges, the kumquats.
Yard. We'll go back to the little house where he lived at. We'll sit back there where he's buried at. Beautiful rose garden. Down on the job for.
Boy, aren't they beautiful?
Yeah, are they? Nixon's buried out. Richard Nixon. Yeah. Surrounded by this beautiful garden. This little house Nixon was raised up in. His daddy built it. Recording.
This is this library has been back here. It's all built on that. Built on that. But this is
You notice other libraries get public funding? And why doesn't this one?
this is because
Where?
most of them are built on donated funds.
Big wedding.
Okay, folks, if you want to come in now.
All right, well, come on. They're going to Nixon House and be right behind them.
Richard Nixon's father. And he built this house all by himself. It was built from a kit where everything is pre-cut and he just had to assemble it. And for years everyone thought he bought the kit at Sears Roebuck. But when we opened the library in 1990, they took pictures of this house and sent plans to Sears, and they said no, this was not one of their house kits. So we don't know who manufactured the kit that Frank Nixon used. But he built this in 1912, and the family lived here until 1922. And on January 9th, 1913, Richard Nixon was born in this bed right over here. And then when he was 9 years old, his family sold this house and the orchard that surrounded it. It was surrounded by a lemon and orange grove. And they moved to Whittier, and in Whittier they started a gas station and a grocery store. The furniture that we have in this house is 90% authentic, the actual furniture that was here when the Nixon family lived here. And the reason or how we were lucky enough to get it is thanks to Don Nixon. Mrs. Nixon passed away in 1967. That was just a year before Richard Nixon ran for president for the second time. And his brother realized that he was going to run for president again if he could. And so Don and his wife, Claire Jane, stored all her furniture and her pictures and her dishes and things like that. And then Richard Nixon was elected president in 1968, and so Don and his wife, Claire Jane, had to keep storing this furniture for over 20 years before this library was complete. But thanks to them, we have like the actual piano that Richard Nixon learned to play on when he was a little boy, and the furniture that was in his home as he grew up, including the bed he was born in. So, the two main things that we have here that are not authentic are the icebox and the stove in the kitchen. Those are both replicas. On the mantle, we have a Frank and Hannah Nixon when they were married in 1908. And over there is their picture of the day they were married. And then the rest of the family's over here on this wall, over the dining room table. That's their 5 sons. When they lived in this house, they had 4 little boys. Then after they moved to Whittier, they had a 5th son. So the one on the far left, the first little boy was named Harold. He was their eldest son, and he died when he was only 23 of tuberculosis. The second little boy is Richard Nixon. I think you know what happened to him. The one in the center is Don. His name was Frank in 1987, and so in 1990 when we opened, it was Clara Jane, his wife, that furnished this house for us. The 4th little boy was named Arthur, and he died when he was only 7 of tubercular encephalitis. And the last little boy is Edward, who wasn't born until after the family moved to Whittier, so he never lived in this house, but he is still Whittier. He lives up near Seattle, Washington now, and he comes to see us a couple of times every year. He looks an awful lot like his brother Richard Nixon, except he's taller and thinner, but definite family resemblance. There's a second bedroom upstairs, and the little boy's all stuck up there. We can't let you go up there, but this is what it looked like, a picture hanging on the bathroom door. And when you get to the back, there's this narrow staircase going up. That's how they got up to their bedroom. Then when you're back there looking in the bathroom, you peek and you see over there the sewing machine. That was Mrs. Nixon's sewing room back there. And they say there were no boys allowed in that room.
Seems discriminatory.
Only the ladies understand. it has wire shelves, and it goes right through to the cool space underneath the house, and so that comes up and keeps the things in there a little bit cooler.
That's neat.
I'm doing that one.
Gee whiz, I think they need to. The pantry is Frank Nixon's saddle and that big tub with the washboard in it. That's what they use for a bathtub. Yeah, I look for the stairs. They're right past that room there, going up to the.
We slept in old houses many a time back on the farm. Made sure you didn't have no false alarm when you went out there 'cause it's so cold. Tailgate underwear,
Thank you.
you had to wear.
Thanks for coming, everyone.
Thank you.
for showing us that.
It is really interesting. Digging up here. New roses coming up now. Things I know.
Yeah, we had a
Look at this.
stove similar to that when we were growing up.
I'm sorry.
Well, the actual one that Nixon's had was something called a distillate stove. It broke.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna get back and really see it. In the backyard back here, raised cars, parking out back the back of the homes at. I hope you can be able to see it good enough to read it. Gotta have a wedding down here, I think. A little bit. That's Susan. I believe that's what they are. Coming out on the tour. I'm sitting back there one. Right on the far end of the museum. Just been over to the house where Nixon was born and raised up. That's all right, I'll get the bride now. I don't know her, but I'll I snapped one on.
Hot dog.
Get bride and groom out there where they come out and get married. Sitting on them picture tables and stuff set up over there. They have quite a few. Quite many days a week they sit here. The weddings out in the rose garden.
They would go there for the ball game and get that for
Y'all look happy. About 4 to 6 of us to change to the next museum. Yeah, Sonny. So wait, I got to get Louise in it in a minute. Wedding's done over here. Next museum.
You could not here get China. Where I showed him place them, but I showed him place where we come get Chinese food
The tea garden back there.
Thai food.
This is down at Long Beach.
Cigars and
Yeah. And then what? The Belmont Pier. It's where we go fishing. When we go out fishing, we come down and go out here.
My daddy had the horses where we cooked that hog that time out there in the stable. But Debbie had me in room.
Right down on the left there will be the pier, and it's like a big public pool. And listen to the words. It's got stacks, and then next to it, the big brown thing.
Out here. Beautiful.
Catalina's straight out that way. It's right over out there.
What is that right there?
That's oil wells. What do they call that, Norman? The spruce goose used to be in there, but they sold it. I don't know what they've got in there now.
It's a queenery over there with red
And the big thing down here with that's our arena where you go for and we've got a new aquarium Long Beach got last year.
You want me to get on over the left?
No, well, you can start working your way, but you got to make sure. I think the glass church has been there. She danced so much.
Yes,
She thought she lives down around here.
I got it right.
No, it wasn't flowers. It wasn't flowers.
Come on,
It was
come on,
one with
Marty.
the big nose. See this building coming up that's real old? This is a real old land. Garrett's been. He's the only one that's been.
This ain't my problem. All right, Scott, give me your best shot. Give me your best shot. Teresa, back your head up a little bit, honey.
Last time we
What, William?
it's not like it was last time we
Big difference in it. So, real big difference.
like, what do we do when we're done with our
Blueberry ham lunch. 11 o'clock out here, and it puts 2 o'clock back on the East Coast. All right. Queen Mary.
There's one down there, and the glass is open.
Is it? Where?
Yeah, down here.
Inside you come here and take One is still in there? I'll get one of these come out. That's what I got.
I was ashamed.
I'm inside the Queen Mary right now.
It wasn't very big. The wings, I think,
What you got there, Scott? Huh? All right. Yeah. Still on Long Beach on the Queen Mary. This way. Check it out. Check it out. Turn around, Hazel, young William. Hazel.
Break it off. I'm gonna move on for you, man.
Where you at, on the back up? Turn the best side around.
Drop his pants for you.
Got oil wells out there. Fixed up, must beautify them. There's one on there.
Oh, there's never you.
The excitement and stress of traveling from board with over 80 could result in the advanced chair. 6 people died.
Pretty.
The majority does involve passengers.